Yo, what's up guys? This is a different type of video for sure. Uh I really wanted to make a video like this for a while. I wrote a script a while ago and I didn't like it, so I wanted to come back and clean things up and simplify things a little bit more. But basically this is a video on how to grow as a producer. I know I'm not that big of a producer and I've only been making beats for about 3 years now, but I think I could give some advice to fellow producers and to those who are just starting out with making beats. I'm going to separate this video into 3 little sections. The first part of this video is directed towards newer producers, the second is about networking, and the third is about posting/promo. So to talk about the basics, if you're somewhat of a more experienced producer, you're probably going to know most of the things I say here. But making beats is obviously a creative hobby where you're working at your own will and at your own pace. What I mean by this is that your outlook on making beats will usually determine how serious you are about production. I think it's important to note that most people get into music production just to experiment and have fun, but there are people that are motivated to succeed and surpass the competition around them. It shouldn't go without saying that if you are brand new to making beats, that you should just have fun until you get more comfortable with your sound and your style. Hopefully you can apply some tips from the future parts of this video to help you get noticed and help direct your sound. If you're a newer producer and you have already experienced some hate, don't let it discourage you. You just need to keep working. Practice makes perfect is a phrase that you've probably heard before. The thing is about making beats is that practice can only lead to experience, and experience will lead to improvement. A perfect beat isn't unachievable, but it's definitely not easy. How often you practice making beats will definitely set the tone of how fast you will see improvement in production. I started making beats during 2020 when the stage shut down for a while. I didn't really have anything better to do, I just wanted to pick up a new hobby. I'm glad I started then because of the large amount of free time that I had on my hands. I would just be on FL Studio pretty much all day and night, learning as much as possible. I obviously suggest doing the things that I did at that time, like watching beginner videos on YouTube. I also watched a ton of tutorials relevant to the things that I wanted to make. Even if I didn't really understand the things happening in the tutorial, I would try to recreate things from them and dissect the videos fully. The last key thing that I want to brush over here is beat block. Beat block is a coined term for having a creative block with music production. Obviously, you have creative blocks doing anything that requires creativity. Unfortunately, you can't really avoid beat block, but here's a quick list of suggestions that can help lead to inspiration. Before I even say anything else, I just want to say that these are things that have helped other producers and myself, but this isn't a guarantee that they will work for everybody. Here's a quick list of things that you can do to get inspiration again. To get inspired again, you could watch a movie, watch a show, read a book, look at art, listen to music, especially new music. You could even play a game. And there's many more things that you can do. But these are just some of the few things that have helped me and some others. Networking is a simple thing that really helps build a community around you. One of the best parts about networking right now is that you can do it from the comfort of your home. I'm going to guess that a solid 90% of the people watching this video have a Discord account. Discord is probably one of the best methods of networking that is available to you right now. If there's a community for something, then there's most likely a Discord server that is dedicated to it. If you're trying to get in touch with a specific producer or artist, you should try to see if there's an official Discord server made by them, or if there's a server where that person is frequently active. One of the best ways to come up in a community is to frequently involve yourself in it. Joining Discord servers to network can lead to all types of valuable connections. Don't go in there trying to find the big artists and producers that you already know. Get to know the people that are around you regardless of their numbers or followers, because you may end up missing a bigger opportunity than you think. Go socialize. Don't promote yourself to these people in a way where it's over excessive and annoying. Just be you, and if people dislike that, then whatever. To go back for a second, I just said that one of the best ways to come up in a community is to frequently involve yourself in it. And you can participate in other ways aside from Discord. The thing that I'm going to mention here specifically is live streams. It doesn't matter if it's Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and whatever else. Sometimes during streams, chat gets ignored. But if you can join a stream when there's not a lot of people in it, that can give you a chance to talk to someone you want to work with. This is how I ended up working with Midwest. Networking is hard because I know a lot of you popular loners out there don't like to talk to people, but the more you get out there, the further your name spreads. Okay, so this is the part of the video that most people were probably waiting for. I've stuck by my methods of posting for a while now, and I think that they're pretty effective. To start things off, I'm going to talk about posting type beats on YouTube. You shouldn't think the type beats are stupid or cringe, you're just trying to reach a certain demographic. Having artists, producers, subgenres, genres, whatever in the title of your video is a good way of finding your target audience. You should also use tags in your description to help widen your target audience. Find good tags in someone's description, or make your own. When I first started making beats, I made the tags in my description, and I could see that a lot of people have stolen them over the years. Since I made my tags, I made sure to put my name hidden in the tags so I could find out if my tags were being used by other people. Speaking of tags, you should add the additional metadata tags that YouTube offers. For a while during 2021, I know that these were a key to hitting the algorithm. The first time I added these tags to a video, it ended up becoming one of the most viewed instrumentals on my channel. One of the most important things that I've been neglecting lately is consistency. The more often that you post on a good schedule, the better your views will do. You don't need to upload at the exact same time every day though, obviously. Learn when your audience is most active by looking at your analytics in YouTube's Creator Studio to find out when your peak hours are. You should try to upload on a schedule, even if your schedule is simple, like uploading 3 to 5 beats a week. This next tip is a kind of a controversial topic, because a lot of producers may not see my vision, but in my opinion, posting free-for-profit beats is a great way to expand your audience. Most producers who are against posting free-for-profit beats may not have had the luck that I have had with them. Posting free-for-profit beats has gotten me a lot of opportunities because a decent amount of bigger artists have hopped on those beats and used them. For example, some of you are probably familiar with Destroy Lonely.
Alright, so what do you want to eat, McDonald's or Five Guys?
So I was thinking maybe McDonald's. What the hell?
If you know Destroy Lonely, you may know Hard Rock. Hard Rock, if you're seeing this, please let me send more beats. If you don't know Hard Rock is an artist that Destroy Lonely co-signed. But anyway, Hard Rock ended up hopping on one of my free-for-profit beats and gave me a placement that currently sits a little over 100k streams on SoundCloud. Other big artists have also found me through these beats, and they have brought in more serious artists with them that were willing to buy a lease or an exclusive. I think that some producers might think that it's bad to post free-for-profit beats because they may assume that they are losing potential sales, when in reality it could draw in a larger amount of people to your channel, and those people may end up becoming interested in your non-profit beats, which could also lead to more potential sales. When I was really in my bag, the beats that I gave away for free were the beats that I was 100% not going to send out for a placement. I was doing my best to use my scrapped beats for something, as opposed to letting them sit on my computer and do nothing. As for other socials, posting on TikTok is obviously a great way of promo/posting. You really don't need to do much to promote yourself. You could really just post snippets of your beats and hope that someone hops on it and makes something good, or that the sound goes viral. Obviously, if you want to be trendy right now, you would go and make a plug and B flip of an old pop song and hope that it blows up. But let's focus on longevity here. You don't want your promo methods to be dry. If you aren't giving your viewers something interesting to learn or watch while they listen, they simply aren't going to listen. If you have placements, you should make breakdown videos of those instrumentals. And if you don't, then don't worry, because you could still make a quick tutorial on how you make something sound a certain way. Your video doesn't even need to be a breakdown of anything. You could really just make a small informative video about how to mix something, and I'm sure it would do well if you hit the algorithm. And about the TikTok algorithm, I really don't know because I don't post a lot on there. I haven't really had a video blow up on TikTok. I do know that there is an active community of people on TikTok that study the algorithm. If you look up on YouTube best times to post on TikTok, there usually is a pretty recent video that should suggest the best times for you to post. You should take these times and put them through trial and error until you find out what works best for you. I really don't have a lot to say about Instagram because I really only do hard promo when I get a new placement or I drop something on my own. Personally, I think you can do whatever you want with your Instagram. It's obviously good to have an image of yourself and for your production. Show people how you want to be seen and more importantly how you want them to see your work. If you're a newer producer, you shouldn't be as concerned about this because you're most likely still finding your sound and your style, but you should still keep it in mind. You could really just apply the same things I said about TikTok here because you can treat Instagram Reels the exact same way. If you really wanted to, you could probably just recycle the content from TikTok and post it on Instagram Reels because you'll probably reach more people with barely any extra effort. But that's really all for this video. I don't really have much else to add. I think that all the things I mentioned here are pretty useful and can probably help most people. The last bit of advice that I have is to just be yourself. Know your worth, but also know your place. Don't be overly egotistical, but don't be a pushover. Being a producer is strange because sometimes you get little to no credit. You can also be treated with respect or no respect at all. The last thing I really want to say is that even if music is a competitive field, you don't need to view everyone around you as a competitor. Collab with other people. Don't force people to buy labs from you because you don't want to work with randoms. I know I sound like a hypocrite here because I charge for labs, but I always try to give back to the people who support me, and you should too. That's really all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy the video, consider subbing to my channel. I really appreciate all the love. I hope this video was useful. If it was, leave a like or comment. But yeah, that's really all. Have a good night or day depending on when you're watching this. And yeah, I'm out of here. Later.